Hello. Okay. So now, for those who will click on the uh, YouTube live streamings, okay, so you may go to the uh, e-learning. Okay, you may go to the e-learning to download the file, or I think I can paste. I also paste about the download link for Excel file. And one more, there is a question file. It's a question file. Right? The question file. Okay. So you may download to the from the e-learning or download from the YouTube lah. Okay. So the link there is I think it's permanent. Right? Actually, I share from my what I call it, Google Drive. Okay. Google Drive. From the e-learning or download from YouTube. Okay. So the link there is I think it's permanent. Actually, I share from my okay. Okay. So uh, you may say yes. Okay. So you may say yes for okay. We will start. Okay. We start. Right. Say yes. Okay. And let me know if you not clear about my voice, right? Not clear about the screen resolutions, right? Let me know, right? Right? I can adjust. I can adjust a bit, right? But I cannot control the internet. Okay, let me know. The screen or voice quality. Okay. Okay. So I have seen now is the 9%, right? 9%. Okay. 9%, right? So 10%. Okay. Okay. So please reply on the comment if you are ready. Okay. If you are ready. Okay. Because the tutorial is quite fast. If I done, I can be done. I think it's a 15 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes. I can be done. Okay, but maybe my step is too fast. Okay, so let me know if you are ready. Right? Let me know if you are ready. Okay, if not, we also will be start. You just click the review. Right? You just click on the review. Okay. Okay. Right. Or you can ask any question if you're not sure about your your assignment, group assignment, personal assignment. Okay. 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 So I think we will be start on time. Okay, we start on time. Right, we start on time. Okay. So first, okay, I think you will see the link. Okay, there is a link you can download from the link about the question file, and one there is a Excel file. Excel file there is a working file. Excel there is a working file. Okay, working file. Right, working file. Right, there's a working file. Okay. So for the question file, okay, our tutorial will focus on the SUMIF, Vlookup, and one more there's a pivot table. Right? So there is a exercise or tutorial I upload previously. Okay, so this tutorial we just review about how we apply the SUMIF, Vlookup, and the pivot table. Okay, so there is the word file you download. There is questions. There's a question only. Okay, you no need to copy and paste because I was prepared about the Excel file. You just download from the second link, right? Okay, you just download from the second link. Okay, so the first one there is calculate the total. So you just insert the quantity formula, and after that, okay, you apply to the all column. Okay, so we will start from the question 1A and B. Right, 1A and B lah. Okay, and B. Okay, so I switch to the Excel. Okay, right. So Excel file. Okay, so you can see there is the working file I prepared for you. Okay, so for the first, right, formula is a total amount equal to quantity times unit price. Right, total amount of quantity times the unit price. Okay, right. So as a normal, we just start from the equal quantity click times unit price. So after that, you press enter. Right, and next there is a drag and drop. Drag and drop. Right, drag and drop. Right, so you can get the result. Right, the result. Right. Right, easiest. Right, as a normal lah. Right, this as a normal. Right. Right. So for the next step, okay, the second one there is we need to apply the VLOOKUP first. Right, VLOOKUP. Okay. So previously I will upload one of the tutorial. Maybe the tutorial is quite simple. You just following the step by step. Okay. So we'll try again about the VLOOKUP. Okay. So for the VLOOKUP, okay, there is similar like the SUMIF, right, or the if. Right. So for the VLOOKUP function, okay, right, we need to create the lookup table first. Okay, but remember the lookup table is not the ready lookup table. You need to following the Excel format. Okay, following the Excel format. Okay, so you start from the smallest to the highest. Okay, you start from the smallest to the highest. Okay, but you need select from the lower limit for the number. Okay, so the table we can copy lah, right? We can copy into the Excel table, or you can create a new one. It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so we can go to the previous one. Okay, paste. So we paste. Okay, so we paste. Okay, so we just paste only. So just paste only. Okay, paste only. Okay. So later, remember we need to customize the table with the lower limit. The lower limit. Right, with a lower limit, right? So a very important step. Right, if you fail to create the lookup table, you cannot apply the VLOOKUP if you get the error, right? So the next day is we apply the lookup table. So as normal, we will go to the formula, more function, right? So you can search the lookup, VLOOKUP, and click OK, right? So remember lookup value, right? We go to the match with the item. After that, you need to highlight the lookup table. Not include the header, only the content. So we remember we need to add the absolute reference. Absolute reference. Right? And after that, column index number, we just add 1, 2, 3. Right? Now it's a 2 because 2 is the column number 2. We want the result column number 2. Here there's a column number 1. Column 1, 2, 3 means that the lookup table you highlighted. This is a column 1. This is the column 2. Right? So we want the result. There is a column number 2. So we type 2. Right? The rest lookup we left the blank. Right? We left the blank. Default there is a true. Right? So after that we click OK. So it means that if the payment term is 2, it will automatic, right, match with the 10%. 0, there is a 0%. 3 is the 3 and above, there is a 20%. Right? So the VLOOKUP function also can apply into your grade. A, there is a GPA 4. A, there is a 3.8. A minus is a 3.5. Right? And so on. So after that, you drag and drop. And you drag and drop. Okay? Okay, so far, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Right. So any question you can ask later, okay? If you cannot join about this live tutorial, right? You can ask later, and the video you can also review, right? Later, right? Okay. Right. So here there is a discount, right? Discount rate, right? So after that we apply the net price. And net price, I didn't provide the formula, right? But by the common sense we know there is a total amount minus the discounts. Okay, so we start from the net total amount. Right? Start with the equal total amount minus total amount times discount. Okay, so we can get the result. Right? Net price, there is a total amount minus the discount. Right? So after that you drag and drop. Okay? And the last one, there's a total. Total is very simple. You just click on the formula, add a sum, and press enter, so you can get the result. Okay? So there's a question for VLOOKUP. Okay? Question for the VLOOKUP. Okay? So how the next one, right? Next one. next one. Okay. So I switch to the word. Switch to the word. Okay, the line is not very strong. Okay, the line is not very strong. Right. Here only the orange color. Okay, but overall I think it's okay. Overall I think it's okay. Okay. So now okay. So number D, right? D there is a SUMIF, right? SUMIF, right? So before that I was upload a video about the SUMIF. SUMIF there is a if the function mesh with the text, it will automatically total up after you highlight the range. After you highlight the range, okay. So the sum is very simple, right? But the rules is you must make sure about your typing lah. Avoid the unnecessary spacings and spelling. That's very important, right? They're very important, right? So this part I think you can copy or not. I think so you can copy. I try to copy it. Okay, I try to copy and switch to the Excel. Okay, switch to Excel. Okay. Keep source formatting. Oh, cannot. You need to type. You need to type yourself. Supplier total payment. SP furniture. Right? HIM. You need to type and copy from the main table. Typing or copy from the main table. Okay, say one more thing. Okay, this one can delete. Okay. So the payment, SP furniture, okay, right? HIM trade and AMB tradings, okay. These three will apply the SUMIF, right? SUMIF function, okay. So you can following the previous tutorial, okay. So we just get the SUMIF from the more function, SUMIF, right? So the rules there is make sure the spelling, avoid the spacing, okay. After that, of course, you need to highlight lah, right? You need to highlight, right? You need to highlight, right? So you can highlight the range, total payment, right? So you highlight, okay. The rules is the text should be on the left, cannot be right. Okay? You cannot put the figure on the left, text on the right, cannot. The text should be left, figure on the right. Right? So the criteria you take SP furniture. Right? Some range there is a highlight when the supplier match with the text, it will automatically total up. Right? So you don't concern, right? You don't need to concern, okay, how many supplier you have, how many transactions you have. It will automatically total up when you highlight in your sum range. Right? So you just click OK. Right? So the second one, same one, right? You just apply the same function, right? SUMIF. The difference is only criteria. Criteria is which text you need to matching, right? So make sure about your spelling. Make sure about spelling, right? The third one there is the last one. Okay, right? SUMIF. highlight the range, set the criteria. The criteria you can type yourself or you can highlight. Right? But typing is better lah. Typing is better. Highlight. Good. Okay. So finally, 3, you can apply the currency. Okay. So previously, some of the students asked me how to apply the currency. Okay. Some of you maybe apply over here, but get the different currency type. So actually, currency type is get over here, right? RM. If cannot find RM, you can get from the more accounting format. Right? Get more format. Right? So that's all about the SUMIF. Right? That's all about the SUMIF. Okay. So any questions? Right? Okay. So again, please, okay, ask your question, okay, during the group. Don't ask personally, okay, because someone may help you, right? Someone may help you to answer the question, right? Because your question may be asked by another student, okay. Okay, so we go to the next one, right? We go to the next one, right? So next one again, right? We need to total up, right? We need to total up, but this time we cannot using the SUMIF, right? You also can calculate the chair, fan, okay, line, locker, table, whiteboard, right? But right, this time we need using the other function, except SUMIF, right? Except the SUMIF, okay. So what kind of the function? Okay, pivot, right? Pivot table, right? Pivot table, right? So the pivot table we will apply to calculate the chair, fan, all the appliance, office appliance, okay, instead to the SUMIF. So you can see what is the difference between the SUMIF and the pivot table, right? And finally, you will find the pivot table is more powerful, right? Pivot table is more powerful than the SUMIF, okay? So we go to the Excel, okay, okay. Okay. So to apply the pivot table, okay, my suggestion is you highlight first. Right? You highlight. Right? Actually, we highlight over here enough, right? But I highlight all. Okay. Okay. So we want to calculate the quantity for the table, fan, or office appliance. Okay. So we just highlight all. And, make sure you highlight the header. Right? Make sure you highlight the header before you apply the pivot table. Right? So you can go to the insert. Okay. Pivot table. Right? So different version of the Microsoft Office, you will get the different icon arrangement, right? You will get different icon arrangements. Okay. So we click insert the pivot table. Okay. So we apply into the existing motion here right? We apply over here okay. Easier for you, right? Easier for you. Okay. Right. So we need to calculate the result for the office appliance and the quantity. So very simple. The quantity you drag to the value, right? So for the pivot table, we always, okay, inside the value column, we drag and drop about the number. It may be the total sales, net price, okay, quantity, right? So we drop the quantity, right, into the value. And after that, the row there is a priority, right? The row there is a priority, okay? we will drag maybe more than one item into the row, but only one item for the column. But in our case is we want to calculate the number of the for each office appliance. Okay, so we just drag about the office appliance into the row. Finish. Right. So if you automatic calculate the result, how many chair, how many fan, okay. But the rules again, make sure the typing, avoid the spacing, right? Make sure the typing, right? The spelling is correct, right? And avoid the unnecessary spacings, right? So finally, you will get the result, okay? If you're using the SUMIF also can, but you need to add one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to add one by one. Okay? You need to add 6 different SUMIF. Okay? But now you just drag and drop. Okay? Into the pivot table, you can get the result. Right? It's quite fast. Okay? Quite fast. Okay, the last one. Right? The last one. Last one. So the last one, there is a graded pie chart, right? Right, to show the percentage of the total payment by each supplier, right? So I thought some of the students you also cannot apply the chart in the summary report tutorial, right? You are free to create the pie chart, right? But the hints, right? The hint is how to select and highlight the item before you create the chart, right? So very simple, right? Very simple. Very simple, right? So you go to the Excel. Go to the Excel, right? So the question is create a D, right? Based on the D, right? Total payment by each supplier, right? I show you the highlight, right? This is the highlight, right? So make sure the highlight, right? You highlight first the correct area before you create a chart, right? Don't click insert the chart after that you highlight, right? Make sure you can highlight first, right? Right? You also can be highlight with the different column. Highlight first, press Control. After that, you highlight the other column. Okay. So this is easiest for you to create a chart. Right. In our case, right, is a highlight. Right. Highlight 3 different supplier with the total payment. So after that, you create a chart. Get 2D, 3D also can. Right. Right. So there's a total payment. Right? So in your test or exam, make sure you create a chart with title, the payment by suppliers. Right? So you can apply with a different design. Okay, you can change about the layout. Change about layout. Change about layout. Okay, change about layout. Right. So if you want to move the chart, it's up to you lah. Okay. So for the pie chart, okay, you can be moved out. Actually, you can move out a bit, right? If you want to highlight the sector, if you want to highlight the sector, right, you can be moved out one of the sector, right? One of the sector. Okay. Okay. So final questions. Okay. Questions. Okay. Okay. So highly recommend, right? Ask in the group, okay, and let me know, and let me know what kind of the challenge, or what kind of your you cannot understand, you cannot apply in your Microsoft Office, right? You may let me know, right? I try to prepare about the step-by-step video, okay. I try to prepare about the step-by-step video, easiest for you to. Yeah, I can see your reply. I can see your reply. Okay. Top is I change to. I switch to the live. I switch to the live chat. Right? I switch to the live chart. Previously there's a top chart. Sorry, previously there's a top chart. I switching to the live chart. Okay. Right? Because this is the first time I using the software, right, to integrate uh, mic, camera, and software. Okay. Right. So I spent 1 week. I spent 1 week to learn this part. Right. The software, how to integrate everything into the video, and go to the live. Okay. Like the live streaming you are see previously, right? But again, I am not a YouTuber, okay. I'm not a YouTuber, right? So I just fully utilize about the YouTube server, okay? Because YouTube is a faster video streaming server, okay, compared to the other platform. Okay. So any other questions? So if you know questions, or you have the questions, you also can ask in the group. Okay, right? This video you also can be review later, right? So we will stop. I will stop here, and later I will inform you. Right? We have the any other tutorial, live tutorial. Okay, or you can recommend. You also can recommend in the group. Okay. I can prepare for you, right? Because the COVID-19 now is a lot of the unknown, a lot of the unknown, right? We cannot promise anything, right? So we do our whatever we can do, right? So we stop here, and any question you ask later, you can ask later. Okay. So I will always update any useful tutorial for you lah, right? For prepare your assignment and your exam. Okay. Okay. See you.